Welcome to round 2 of the Gauntlight Ruins Tournament Invitational. In this episode, the randomizer decided to pit a married couple against each other, because it's toxic. Both competitors have avoided choosing anything particularly meta, so I'm very interested to see how this goes. I won't be recapping the rules of the tournament in every video, so if you do need a refresher, head back to the beginning of episode 1. For those of you that are ready, let's check out these characters. On the left will be LycheeCream, the fabulous artist behind much of the artwork on the channel, and she'll be running an android gunslinger. As a pistolero, she'll be using a +1 slide pistol and gain access to 10 paces, which will boost that all-important initiative roll and let her begin the run up to 10 feet closer. The -1 in charisma implies she might not be taking advantage of her raconteur's reload though. Perhaps a small unnoticed oversight in the build, they have selected proximity alert as their ancestry feat. However, this provides another instance of +2 circumstance bonus to initiative, just like 10 paces, and they don't stack. If she wins this round, she will be able to amend this choice between rounds. Hit the dirt might prove useful if Boss Scrog begins firing out darts, and risky reload will let her compress actions and keep shooting. Powerful leap and malleable movement both increase her leap distance by 5 feet, allowing her to potentially clear large portions of the map. It's important to note here, I have allowed all of our competitors to take archetype skill feats without taking the actual archetype for this run. She's also carrying several healing potions and cheater's elixirs. On our right will be Nils as a kobold bomber alchemist. Alongside the versatility being an alchemist affords him, the Scamper ancestry feat gives him an option for speeding away from the Boss Scrog combat. Quick Bomber and Far Lobber will improve his damage output by keeping those bombs flying. Incredible Initiative will help him keep ahead of the enemies in combat, and Rapid Mantle and Combat Climber will allow him to safely move through the dungeon. Providing further versatility to his bombs, the choice to bring an alchemical crossbow will let him boost his damage output and hit with multiple damage types. Alright, we know our competitors and we know what they'll be using. Let's pass things over to our casters and see how they do. Welcome, welcome. Our competitors have rolled initiative. What do we think, Mimsy?
I think we've got the extremes here. A very impressive 27 from Lychee, while Nils is going to be dealing with a 10.
A 10 will mean he's getting hit a lot, but at least he's avoiding most of the mitflits by heading across the Vine Bridge.
It's interesting LycheeCream didn't go straight in with her cheater's elixir. Perhaps she's waiting until she's past these early doors where she can open up a bit.
She's leaping the bridge to avoid half speed.
Oh no. Nils has been hit by Ether Slurk's entangling slime. That makes him clumsy 1 and reduces his speed by 5 feet until he uses 3 actions to wipe it off.
He's using 2 of those actions to wipe straight away. 1 more will be needed to clear the effect.
Compared to the previous one, where 1 also used the vines and 1 didn't, they are much closer together.
Probably thanks to 10 paces letting her start right at the door. Nils has entered the room though.
Interesting that he didn't clear the slime first. It only needed 1 more action. Let's go full screen with Nils as he faces down Boss Scrog.
Don't worry folks, we will rewind after so you can see LycheeCream's full fight too.
That 10 initiative is rough. He's getting swarmed right away.
Oh shit, a crit from Bite Bite. Nils is down to single-digit health.
He's backing out of the room to put the enemies back into stasis.
A bit of retconning there.
I can understand his panic.
I bet you can.
Rude.
He's hit Boss Scrog. That will reactivate him, and it's not much damage.
He needs to heal. Make some potions!
Boss Scrog is hit. Nils is on 4 hit points.
He failed to save to the poison!
One hit point left. Boss Scrog shoots again. A hit. Nils is down.
Oh my god! A turn 7 death!
That 10 initiative and the stray crit from Bite have ruined him.
While we process what the hell just happened, let's see how things went for LycheeCream.
Well, I am in shock. Still, at least he did better than you would have done.
Dude, what the fuck? I could clear this.
Nah. LycheeCream is making her shots, but they aren't the crits she's banking on.
The damage is quite low compared to what we've seen in the competition so far.
And the slide gun unfortunately doesn't actually save actions, because you have to use an action to swap the chamber. Its only real benefit is the option to have multiple ammo types, but that is not something she's brought anyway.
Hopefully we don't see another crit from Bite.
But we do see one from her. That is what she needed. Only 13 damage, but it is enough to finish boss strong and get her on her way.
So how long do you think it will take you to clear the gauntlet, if you're so good?
Less than 10 rounds.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I fucking could.
Bullshit.
Screw you. After all our competitors have done their runs, we're doing it.
Fine. You're on.
LycheeCream taking some time to reload. This is quite damaging to her progress, as these are actions that melee combatants and casters just don't have to deal with.
She's leaping straight across. The hidden benefit of coming this way is that at least they've already opened all of these doors for the run back.
And her high initiative means she gets to ignore most of the enemies she passes by.
So what would you have done in Nils' situation?
Well, I probably would have used my hero point on that initiative roll, and used quick alchemy to create some healing potions on the fly as I needed them. It might not have been a fast run, but it could have at least kept him alive until Mr. Beak, perhaps.
It looks like LycheeCream has been stopped by a door and some midflits are heading her way.
She's taken a few little hits here. At least the distance means they don't get many attacks each.
She's stepping, probably unsure if the maggot has a reactive strike.
Stopping to heal. She probably knows that she'll be faster than the maggots anyway, so she'll get to act before they will.
But she's in with the giant flies. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, okay. A crit from the doorway and one's immediately dead. That is what this build was designed to do.
By staying outside the fly room, she'll instead have to survive the maggots, which is easier to do.
But they do seem to have scared her into the fly room, where she misses. That is unfortunate.
It could be a plan to get 2 turns in a row, though, using that great initiative.
But the fly matched her, and as we know, in a draw, wants to go first. Because we're just better, aren't we?
That's 2 hits from the giant fly, and that isn't a small amount of damage either.
But LycheeCream finds that crit, and another fly is down in one shot.
Nicely done. But now she has to waste actions reloading.
Oh, she's finally drinking her cheater's elixir. Probably because now she has that long run to Mr. Beak.
Still, a full round of interacts is wasted time. Gunslingers do seem powerful in this scenario, but not well suited to the speed running aspect.
But now she's shooting the maggots? They aren't really in her way. I wonder what she's planning.
Bullets spent here just means more action spent on reloads later.
And now the maggot is blocking her way.
But there's a risky reload and a crit! That should clear the maggot that she's apparently got a grudge against.
Ooh, a new path being taken. Rather than go back inside, she's going to try and balance or climb along this thin cliff.
More reloading first, though. And she's climbing.
A success only gets her 5 feet, though. Will this ultimately be faster?
A crit gets her the rest of the way. And she's running.
Ah, that's why she was stacking all those jump feats. She's going through the back door directly to Mr. Beak.
She's going to try and balance. This should be an easy roll for a dex-based gunslinger.
Oh, but it's a critical fail. She is in the drink and her turn ends. What a fucking bad time for a natural one.
Will she swim, or is she going to climb out and try again? She's climbing out for a second try.
Two successes will get her out. And she's just leaping it. No point risking that again, I suppose. With her powerful leap, malleable movement, and the Cheater's Elixir, her standard leaps are now 25 feet, which will clear that distance.
Running underneath the Flicker Wisp towards her final target.
And she's in. Taking a shot. And stepping out. Mr. Beak will still trigger because of that ranged attack, though.
This isn't a good spot to be in, because now the Flicker Wisp and Mr. Beak will be active.
And because of the ranged attacks, Mr. Beak has been able to leave his room and pursue LycheeCream.
Perhaps this is a strategy to avoid dealing with the broken glass.
If it was a bold one.
LycheeCream using those leaps to make space. But she isn't landing her hits.
Gunslingers do struggle once they find enemies that are on their level, as those all-important crits become less reliable.
There's the infamous Phantom Pain. It's a fail. Persistent damage incoming.
I'm starting to worry about her chances here.
She's not trying to remove her second. She's banking it all on a crit.
But she doesn't find it. The persistent damage finishes her off.
Wow. What a remarkably different turn of events from round one.
Indeed. We saw the dice prove just how cruel they can be. However, despite neither competitor getting a Mr. Beak kill, LycheeCream will get the chance to redeem herself and revise her character, as she will be going through to the second wave.
Congratulations, LycheeCream, and our condolences to Nils. We think that you can put the blame on the dice for that run, rather than the build.
Back to you, Skull.
Thank you so much for watching. You'll find all of my usual links in the description. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But until next time, I shall see you soon, and bye-bye.